Greetings, everyone. I'm back with more late night Dyson Sphere building. Last time, I was doing things. Yes, I had just finished sulfuric acid production. Over here. Yeah, sulfuric acid being production. What are we lacking for you? Stone. Oh, we're having a stone deficit. Ooh, would you look at that? So it will turn on. But perhaps I need another run of stone halfway down. Okay, where are we starting to have stone problems? Right here, right? But if I cut the stone off, right there and right there. That way it's going to make it into 6 of them. And we will bring in another belt here. Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! Greetings, Khan! Welcome, welcome! I am making more spaghetti. That, and do that. Right, and now these machines back here won't be starved for stone. All of my sulfuric acid factories can be going all the time. Make sure I turn off the music. I'm gonna leave it for right now because I'm only having the problem now with one video. And I know it's specifically the music that they are claiming, but ever since I've made the complaints to the devs, they haven't claimed any additional videos. But the videos that they have claimed, they're not letting the claims go, and they're trying to escalate it to a copyright strike. So if it becomes a full strike on the channel, I'm gonna strip all the music out of the game and plaster it all over their Discord that they're copyright striking YouTube channels for playing the Dyson Sphere program. Like, the devs can't hide behind being Chinese forever. They're gonna have to address the situation. Meanwhile, we shall see. Okay, so I've got sulfuric acid. Right. What other things do I need to build? Greetings, Lojo. Welcome, welcome.
Mineral depleted.
Got sulfuric acid. We need diamonds. Titanium crystals are off for a second. We need organic crystals. We need graphene, which requires sulfuric acid, and we need plastic, which doesn't. And we'll worry about getting some of this stuff, like this, in production in a moment. So, diamonds. How many diamonds do I make? Do I need? Diamonds are for structure matrices. So I think I'm going to need a fair amount. So up here, I think I'm gonna take this coal. It would be refined graphite turned into diamonds. 2 pieces of coal into 1 graphite. 1 graphite into 1 diamond. So if I use these machines here to make a graphene production of 6, I could then turn that into a diamond production of 6. And I could do that right here. And then that would need a production of organic crystals. And then I would need graphene for plastic. And plastic would be needed for... And I need graphene for... the graphite for the graphene. Okay, so... we don't want to do 6. We want to do 3. Yep. That always sucks. I have lost many a save file like that. Okay, so first I think I just need to make a bunch of energetic graphite. It takes 2 seconds to turn 2 pieces into 1 graphene.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
I wonder if one of these belts can support 9. How many more mining machines can I get on here? Grabbing a whole bunch. I can grab 5 more right there. Probably grab 4 more right there. I'm really only getting 4 additional ones at any particular step.
Mineral depleted.
I'm gonna pull these 2 together, these 2 together, these 2 together, and these 2 together. And then this one's gonna get split. Okay. Right off the bat, that goes in there. And then this goes into here. That. That gets it going like that. And then like this. This. That. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5. kind of want 6. Let me think about how I'm going to build this. I kind of want 6, but I kind of have space for 5. I think I can make do with 5. Okay.
Mineral depleted.
Also, greetings, Lojo. If I didn't already say greetings, I think I did. I did give greetings. Good. I am not an ungracious host.
Good job!
Thank you. Okay, and we need power. Okay, just like that, we got power. All of this down here to build. Okay. Now. Go ahead and just connect these. Okay, so there is that. And now, input from here, and output to there. And then we just put that down everywhere. Just like that. I suppose I could have gone ahead and made this thing diamond production. Oh no, graphene. Haha, not diamond. Right, I'm skipping a step. There we go. Diamonds are the next one. Okay. So now. Oh, I was like, why aren't there any things on this stack? Okay. Create our buffer box. Okay. And then, right here, right on the other side, we can put this to mark off my starting point. For the next run. Oh no, I'm lacking items.
Flight mode.
Let's go get more items. Oh, hydrogen, okay. I need more of these. I think I will be bringing in additional hydrogen runs from the back to make sure that that's completely full from like over here and whatnot. Okay. Just like that. And be bringing the belt out of here. Just like that. That. Now I'm lacking belts. To the belt box. There it is. Okay. And then power. Just like that. That down there like this. And then we build our buffer boxes on top. Okay, so this is going to be making diamonds. And inputting from here, outputting to there. Okay. Bam. And there we go. Diamonds in production. Lovely. Okay. Now, we've got diamonds. We need graphene, which requires sulfuric acid, and plastic, which requires refined. Organic crystals, which require refined. Explosive units, which require sulfuric acid. But there's nothing else that requires hydrogen except for this. Yeah. Jamming capsules require hydrogen. But I'm not too terribly concerned about making jamming capsules at the moment. Logistics bots and drones, don't need it. So I think I feel pretty okay with emptying this hydrogen into here. And that will push us a little more power.
Flight mode.
Because we're being starved over here. Because we're at use for hydrogen right here. So this coming in is going to feed us a lot of new fuel for this. Because I'm going to be using that refined right there to make things. So I need somewhere for the hydrogen to go. And right here into this mix, it seems like a perfect place for the hydrogen to go. That way it'll get pushed along the top and then put back into engines down here. So we got an input right there, we have an input right there. I think the next input we'll put around like here. Or maybe all the way down here. Let's see how many we're going to be able to power before this amount becomes too little. And that tank is going to be running down over there. We're eating a pretty good bit of it right here, but that's going to stop once that actually gets going. Okay, so I don't know if we'll get the whole thing going right there, but we'll see. I've got a pretty good amount of hydrogen built up right there. And I have more up here building. I have several different facilities up here that are all building plenty of hydrogen. And now we've got diamonds, which is lovely because these are going to be for our science. Okay, so now I need graphene and plastic. So graphene and combustible units are both made in the chemical factory. And they both require one. So if I take these two belts, wait a minute, where did I put it? Ah, right here. Oh, I had already marked, I had already done the calculation and marked it out. This one's for that one's for that. Lovely. So now I just need to actually build the facilities, and right here seems like a good place to build said facilities. Okay, so can I delete this and we don't lose power anywhere? Nope, we lose power right here immediately. Okay, so we're just gonna run the power along here so that it's not in the way. Okay, with how grid is laid out, this might be a more tenable spot right here. I think this will be a more tenable spot. So let's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and you're going to be making, let's say, graphene, which means you need 2 inputs. If I just run all 3 belts down the middle, they get away with that. Now, each one of these needs to pull from 2 belts and output to 1, right? So, you pull from there. This one doesn't go here. Right. This one outputs to there and inputs from there. Okay. So that's pulling in, and putting out. Pulling in, and putting out. Okay. That belt doesn't need to begin right there. And belt goes through there. That belt can end right there. Then power was handled here. Okay. And the only two things we need to do is connect this line over here. That.
Flight mode.
And then I can't go through there. And that like that. Like that. Okay. Good night, Lojo. Have a good rest. Okay. Okay, and now we're just waiting for the energetic graphite to get here, and we will have graphene in production. Here it comes. There it is, right there. Ooh. Coming down the line. I want to wait and watch all of my machines kick on. The best part of building the factory is watching everything kick on and work. You do all the planning and you lay everything down, and then you flip the switch and wait to see if you did it right. Machines turning on. It's a beautiful sight. Just like that, we've got graphene going. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay. Now we also need these explosive units, which is going to require plastic. What else requires plastic? Organic crystals require plastic. So I'm going to need at least 2 runs creating plastic. I'm sure there's going to be other things that need plastic. Doesn't appear to be anything that I can make at the moment that requires plastic. Okay. So we've got that going. So we need 2 runs of plastic, and plastic needs graphene and refined.
Flight mode.
Okay, well there's 1 run of graphene, so we got 1 run of graphene right there. I need to get 1 more run of graphene. What's the is there an alternate process for making graphene? There is, and it creates more hydrogen. So, in theory, this X-ray cracking, I could set one of these facilities up to do X-ray cracking. To create a graphene. And then use the other half to create. Okay. I might do that with this guy right here. Kinda need to fill this in too. Let's go ahead and do that while I'm here doing things, because I think I have enough soil pile to accomplish this feat at this moment. Need an entire cap well down to say that line right there. I was kind of expecting this to be a little more of a like wood deal. It's actually worked very nicely. Okay. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Sitting on this line or that line? That line. Okay, so that line around probably be it. Which would of course take us right straight into this crude machine. Realistically, how many items would I need? All of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll say 8. So, over 100. And one arc, that would be 20. And we could go above and below. It would be 2 rows. I'm thinking about building a machine here. Can I get away with that? What we want to do it right here. Start. coming in to right there. And of course, right here, we'd run into another one. The question is, how far apart now can I space these?
Flight mode.
Okay. I need more sorters. I need all of the sorters. That should probably be enough sorters. Okay. Ah, yes, right here. Mhm. Now, I also need to make sure that there are no clearance issues, just spacing. Not, although this and this do not need a box. Okay. I dropped a lot of belt. Oops. Okay. it makes sense that it does fit perfectly, but I can't actually fit it perfectly because of what I'm doing. Okay. Okay.
Flight mode.
All right.
Insufficient materials.
Now I need to do that all the way around. In the right spot. Because it matters. Did I build that whole row too close? I wish I could click and drag these like you can other buildings. I hate the placement of these machines because they can slide, right? So after you click the button, if you move the mouse slightly, instead of locking it down where you clicked it, it'll slide to wherever the mouse stops and then drop the building there. It's resulted in me misclicking this a couple of times. Now, not all buildings do that, but these do. Like right there, it did it again. Only halfway. Oh, there's an ad break. It's okay because I'm doing tedium work. Okay. Just like that. Wow, I actually did run out. That was not an... Oh, more coal. I can make more graphite with that. Okay, I need to go over here for this. Okay. God. Okay. Okay. Let's delete those until I now get the belt ran through this system. This is going to be fun. Okay. Alright, just like that. Okay. Well, let's go back down here and make sure that
Flight mode.
everything is connected. Okay. Right about here. Kind of like wiring up a circuit diagram. Now there's an old program that I haven't thought about for a long time. My dad used to have like an electrician simulator program. And I played that thing all the time. I don't even remember what it was called, other than like electrician simulator. Or electronic simulator. Because like this was back in the 90s, right? So when I'm talking about a simulator program, I mean this is like a wiring diagram that after you connect the diagram correctly, it'll go through and go like beesh and let you know if the circuit is shorting or if it's actually functioning the way that you are intending it to function. It's really hard. Okay, so we're right here. That is a lot of splitters. I am building a machine. I'm building a sorting machine so that I can just pipe like a sushi belt into this thing, and it'll sort it out into individual boxes for me. So that I don't have to worry about like building up a bunch of inventory stuff and then not having anywhere to go. I can just come up here and dump it into the sorting machine, and it'll sort it out for me. And the best part, doing it like this, yes, it would be able to do that. Right now it's just for the stuff that I'm picking up off the dark fog and the stuff that's randomly in my pocket. But ultimately this machine can be scaled to sort inventory that has gotten confuzzled from Off-World. Hopefully I won't need to use it to sort like vast quantities of stuff. Because vast quantities of stuff probably shouldn't be getting mixed up in the first place. But there are a couple of situations where things tend to get a little bit confuzzled. And it's not going to be a perfect solution. Because problems can arise if the machine gets overcrowded, and it can stall out if something gets full. But then I can use logistic box. Where am I on the tech tree? I am here on the tech tree. Okay.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
But that's okay because they're in the overkill box. Did I show you my overkill box? You have not seen the overkill box. Okay, we shall have to make a detour to the overkill box. Because I am going to connect the overkill box to this. This should now be wired up properly, but let's go see the overkill box. So there's a row of missile turrets and a row of gun turrets. And the fight just never stops. But as a result, these guys here are getting really full of stuff, right? So I want to be able to take all the stuff out of these things and put them up there in my sorting machine and have them automatically sorted out. Okay. Let me just put that like that. Okay. Now I'll just walk the line and make sure everything is built properly. I think I have enough. Never really felt like farming the Dark Fog bases. Well, that really started as me just not wanting them to interfere with what I'm doing. Right? And so I knew there would be launching attacks randomly. And instead of putting guns everywhere in my base, I'm like, well, what if I just surrounded their base with guns? That way, no matter what direction they launch their attack from, they would run into guns. And so that's what I did. Okay. So input belt, output belt, but theoretically nothing should ever get to this output belt. In fact, let's erase the output belt. Now. They used to do that, but I think their AI has been updated. You can see I'm just gathering soil pile here. Because they were attacking random spots on my base. Not just the same spot every time. Okay, so input and we got an output. We're gonna put a filter of, let's start with the ores. Okay. Okay. Do I want it to grab fluids? I think we'll wait on fluids. We're gonna have one grab energy shards, titanium, energy shards, wood. Plants. Fire ice. It's gonna be a minute before I get any of that. I guess I can go ahead and put it on the machine though. silicone, kimberlite ore. Okay, that's everything except for the fluids that's going to be like raw materials that bake in other materials. I think everything else is constructed. Okay, so I think we just could start going down the line. Light, iron plates, copper, stone bricks, energetic graphite, high purity silicone, titanium ingots, magnets, oils, glass, diamonds, crystal silicone, steel, circuits, prisms, electric motor, microcrystalline components, gears, plasma exciter,
Mineral depleted.
combiner, magnetic turbine, processor, engine, thruster, reinforced thruster, supermagnetic rings, particle, what Jibba calls it, particle containers, foundation, okay, bustable units, explosive units, solar sails, we'll leave off the ships for now. Got plastic. Oh, did I miss one? Okay. Get that. Get jamming capsule. Plastic. Organic crystals. Titanium crystals. Graphene. Hydrogen fuel rod. Now let's make sure. Okay. Alrighty. Looking is perfectly acceptable behavior. Okay. So I did all of those. Did these and that. Okay, well. those. Okay, let's do bullets. Okay, is there anything on here that I do not yet have besides the fluids? The sciences. Okay, so we get blue science right here. Red right there, and then yellow right here. Okay.
Flight mode.
And then right here on the end, we're going to delete the last 6 of these. For these. Pinks are just too big, you know? Six. Okay. Oh, I wonder, can I do it this way? I can do it that way, okay. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do it like that. That way we keep the array neat. Okay. And now these, we're gonna filter out the fluids. Water. Crude. Sulfuric. hydrogen, and deuterium. There. And now the fluids are properly filtered in there, and they're all around the outside for easy access to the fluids, because I'm gonna want to bring fluids off on belts and not pack them into my inventory. Okay, now this outer row is materials, and I have a lot of empty slots here for other materials that I'm gonna unlock later. But this top row here is gonna be for buildings. Okay. Okay. Let's just go down the line with what I have unlocked. Skip that one for now because I know something's going to be there. Wind turbines. Okay. Accumulators that are empty. Accumulators that are full. Ray receivers. Yellow belts. Green belts. Blue belts. This is splitters. Monitors. Traffic monitor. Spray coder. Depot Mark 1. I'm building a sorting machine. To help me sort things, because I don't want to do it myself. And I'm collecting a lot of things in buildings that need sorted. Rail ejector. And then spots for all of my turrets. Okay. And then plenty of spaces for additional things in the future. Lovely. And now...
Flight mode.
What are the splitters for? I am building a sorting machine. Because I have random stuff like this in my inventory, and instead of going and finding places to put it when I don't want it in my inventory, I will just go and dump it in the sorting machine and let the machine sort it, and then it can be moved easily to other places for long-term storage. Okay. Yes, mainly I'm going to pipe a big sushi belt from over there to over here and let this machine just sort it out. But also, if I get random stuff in my pockets and I need to clear my inventory, I'm gonna have some boxes right here that are just gonna be place for me to dump out the things in my inventory and then let it sort. Doing it this way, the sorting machine is not going to require any power because all of this stuff is power free. I only need to run power up here if I decide to put the logistic bots to work, moving the stuff out of the sorters after it gets sorted. Which I might eventually do. There's plenty of space for building power. Yeah, I might eventually turn that on. Right now I can use most all of the stuff that it's picking up. So I figure, you know, waste not. I missed click. Ba-doop. I trying to avoid logistics? No, I'm still going to have logistics, but there are items that do sometimes slip through the logistics system that get all confuddled and confused and need to be sorted. So instead of doing the sorting manually, I'm gonna let this machine here do the sorting for me. It's also going to help out my dark fog farm that I have going, because I'll be able to just pull that stuff over here and sort it and not have to worry about going to pick up all of the machines. Oh, I was way closer to those boxes than what I thought I was. Now, from my initial plans of this machine, because I've been thinking about how to do this in the most efficient manner that I know how, with the tools that I'm given in the game, that won't break itself. This can still break. I have an idea for putting additional overhead in that would help prevent it from breaking as easy, but it can still break. Because if one of these boxes gets full and this thing, it'll jam right here and stop the belt from moving. And I don't have an automated way to, one, alert me of a jam on the belt, and to clear it automatically. I have to come clear it manually. I could add ways to do it. But it would still be kind of complicated to do it, because if I put a box on top of each one of these, in case of belt overflow, it would start filling into these boxes. But that could cause problems with ease of like sorting things out, because it would make it noticeably more difficult to find things if I have boxes running along the middle, unless I just have one little box down at the bottom to serve as kind of like a brain buffer, which I could do, and I probably will do, because that is a pretty good backup idea. I just need the brain down there to not be as high as the walls of boxes that are going to be storing the items. Yes, I do intend to increase the height of these as I go. So in theory, I should never have enough items in this sorter to jam it up, but just in case, I want a backup system in place. And that backup system is doing this. need that at level 1.
Delicious. Delicious.
The pie still isn't working. I thought I fixed that. I'm gonna have to overhaul that entire thing in order to get it working right, I think. I was pretty sure I fixed the pie issue. We're gonna lower this by 1 just so it fits in for right now. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Cactus. Cactuar attack. I've got just a pixel of health left. Okay, do I want to add the same backup system for the buildings? I think I do. You know, just in case. And yay, super mushroom. I've left room out here for expansion should I need to expand any of these particular items. Okay. Ah. Duck. I have the balloon head.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
John is just spending all of the channel points. You are now under 60k channel points. It is complete. Almost, it needs an input. Okay. Can I do this? Now it is complete. Okay. And actually, do I want to make... I think I just make these 4 ways. Okay. A better idea. Now more easily accessible. Okay, now it's complete, and I can input to any of these boxes from anywhere. Now, let's see it work. What are things I don't need right now? I might need these. Might need those, right? Probably won't need these. That or that. Or these or these. So. See? It's already being sorted. Stone is going right here. The iron plates are over here. Yes. So you can see what ends up where. And things are traveling down the belt right there. And being shifted off when they get to their appropriate container. So I don't have to monitor this. It will, it'll handle itself. Yeah. So now there's the matter of the overkill box. It is okay. Okay. I don't think... Okay. Now, if I do this, Okay, that's weird. Welcome back. Oh, I see. Yes, yes, that makes sense. It has to be over here. That. Oh, well, that brings up an interesting idea. Can I just run the bell along right here? Oh, if I can do this, it's gonna be awesome. Okay. Nice. I did not know you could run a belt so close behind those guys. This is gonna make everything way easier. Provided I bring enough items. Is the battle actually stopped for once? It has. I need more belts. That should be enough. The Ring of Sorting. Okay. Okay. Man. Ooh, yeah. Just like that. Okay. This one's going to be the tricky. I go through here. No, but I can go around here. Okay. Let's remove that. Nope, there, 'cause we want to run it along there. There. Mix in just like that. Okay. Oh. Okay. Random crap did I pick up that I can put back in here? This. These. Oh, yes, and then pick this up. Okay, I guess I don't actually need this. Do that. And now do each one of these and just give them an output. Here. Okay, all that initial stuff I put in there is already sorted. Okay. Oh, that would matter. See? The sushi belt of stuff picked up from the dark fog is now making its way to the sorting machine. And it's of course coming into the back right here. And because the belt is not backed up, it's going to just flow straight through. But should the belt get backed up, it's going to start building up in these boxes. And once all of these boxes are full, the belt's not going to get backed up until all of these boxes are full. And then these boxes will get full. And then my sorting machine will have stopped. We shall watch. See? The stuff is coming in. And is passing through all the boxes into sorting machine. Ah, see? We got some wood going in right there. Ah, here we go with some other things.
Flight mode.
And so this is going to just sort all of the items into their own little independent stacks. Yeah. And so now I don't have to worry about the dark fog machines getting clogged up. And then there's also this. So if I go over here, over here. Oh, yeah, over here. I've got these miscellaneous boxes that I made. And see, we've got so much stuff in the miscellaneous box that there's not enough room for it. So let's just go back to the sorting machine. Which is always easy to get to because it's at the north. Random stuff from your pockets. No more. Oh, that box is full. What else have we got that I probably won't need? I don't need these. Probably won't need those. Or these. Yeah. So now there's all of this stuff from these boxes that are being all floated down onto the splitters as well. So whenever I have extra stuff in my pockets, I can just stick them in here, and eventually they'll just make their way into the sorting machine. There seems to be a jam on the sorting machine belt. Did I forget to click one? But it should be moving. Yes, I did. Okay, so now I'm gonna follow the belt around to make sure that the belt's actually moving. Okay, it is moving from that point on. Okay. They're about to launch an attack. Do we want to see the overkill box in action again? Yeah. Yeah.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Oh, there they come.
Building destroyed.
Ooh, they're getting stronger. How did that building get destroyed? It's okay. Okay. First, let's carry some. Okay. I've used up all of my fuel. I need to get more fuel. I have it producing over here. Ah, there it is. Bam. And what else? Oh yeah, I was gonna replace cannon. Aha. Oh, you know, I should put a redundancy into the boxes up here. Wow, they just keep attacking. More stuff for me. Nice to see that the sorter is now actually just starting to see things in the sort. That is good. Alrighty. I actually think that's where I'm gonna call the stream for tonight. I've got a little bit of a headache, and I've made some good progress. I've got diamonds going, I've got graphene going, and I built my sorting machine. And it's automatically sorting all of the wonderful stuff from the dark box. Yay! So yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it for the night, because my head's starting to hurt a little bit. And it's not good to keep going with like the headset squeezing my head when I'm starting to get a headache. So yeah, I will be back tomorrow evening with more Terraria. And I may do some Dyson Sphere earlier in the afternoon. I'm not sure. But I will definitely be back tomorrow night for Terraria. And then we will be back on Thursday with a brand new Super Mario Brothers quest starting, and then late night Dyson Sphere in the evening time. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side. Nari out.